A rap beef is a common occurrence when it comes to today's hip-hop music. A rap beef is defined as two, or multiple, other parties that don't like each other and use diss tracks as a way to vent out their frustrations towards them. Any group of people can get into a beef, whether the reason for doing so is because both of them just so happened to be into the same girl, creative differences, or the stupidest possible reason you could ever think of. So today, we're gonna be looking at some absolutely brainless beefs rappers got themselves into. So if you're ready to lose brain cells, then let's waste no time and get straight into it. First we have Blueface vs Krishan Rock. Now at first, the two were a couple that have been together for 3 years before they got a split. The Los Angeles-based rapper met her on his OnlyFans-based show named Blue Girls Club. The show had a group of women competing to live in his mansion for a month, and Krishan won. However, as they went to the mansion, he found out that he actually had feelings towards her, so they later ended up getting married. But as their relationship went on, they started getting more abusive towards each other to where they were hitting each other. Blueface even got into a fight with her father and was considered a threat to his family. They later ended up getting a divorce because things just weren't working out. And as they had their issues towards each other, Lil Mabu decided to jump into a beef that he wasn't involved in and side with Krishan. This worked as the song they made together got very viral. But what makes this beef especially stupid is the fact that Krishan apparently tattooed him to her face knowing they would break up. That is beyond stupid. Why would you get a face tattoo for someone that you would lose feelings for over time? Seems like a waste of money. The song Blueface made towards her wasn't good either, so yeah, both of their responses were bad, but still entertaining to talk about. Next is Fivio Foreign and Plaque Max. This beef stemmed from a stream Max did in an Airbnb on the 7th of January of this year where he invited Lil TJ and Fivio Foreign to make music with him. However, TJ decided it was a good decision to smoke in the condo, so Max had to tell him not to smoke, and if he would continue to smoke when he told him not to, he would make him and his friend, Fivio, leave, and as you could guess, they got kicked out because of it. Fivio's defense was that he was allowed to smoke because he did it all the time, but Max wasn't seeing it, because he felt a way about it. The 34-year-old rapper dropped a diss track on him claiming that his real name was Max, and the whole track itself was corny as hell. The fact that a 34-year-old rapper went and beefed with a YouTuber shows that he's childish and has no sense of maturity in him, and even though he didn't drop a response, Max easily won this beef. Next is Ice Spice vs Latto. The beef stemmed from Latto's verse on Offset's Fine As Can Be where Ice Spice thought she was taking jabs at her, so she responded with a song named I Shit You Not, Think You the Shit, Fart, where she claims that she's better than Latto and that she's just jealous of her success. What a weird way to respond. Latto then eventually responded with Sunday Service where she says that the women who beef with her are foolish and will lose the battle with her, as if matters weren't bad enough. At some kind of event, I don't remember, Latto responded in the crowd by saying that she ain't the shit but she smells like it. Really? That moment right there ruined the beef for me. Next is Drake vs Ludacris. Take a wild guess as to what started their beef. That's right, they were beefing over a bitch. Not just any bitch though, Drake's first girlfriend which he was dating. Pretty petty thing of Drake to do, but he started his beef with Future over the same damn thing. They exchanged multiple disses towards each other, but one specific diss Ludacris made that I wanna point your attention to is Bada Boom. On this song, he responded to Drake's claims of him stealing Big Sean's hashtag flow, which included a punchline and a pause. He said that flows get recycled all the time, and that's true. It may sound hypocritical, but Drake stole many flows. The first 4 bars of his verse on For Free, he got it from Too Short, and his verse on Look Alive, got it from Project Pat. It's not like he hasn't stolen flows before. He's done it many of times. He also claims that he didn't invent the flow. He doesn't own many of the flows he uses. Again, we know this, but some time passed and they were able to squash it on their own terms. Then people completely forgot about Ludacris's diss towards him, so nobody remembers this beef at all, practically. Next is Meek Mill vs Trippie Redd. This all started when Trippie Redd made fun of C-list rappers that would sell 30,000 copies first week. This caught the attention of Meek Mill, who felt like he had to respond, and with another fellow Philly rapper by the name Pound Side Pop unfollowing him, Trippie said that he was too pussy to pull up and confront him. This led to Rick Ross mentioning him by lyric on their collab album. Yeah, that's pretty confusing to me. Meek was also especially corny for going after Trippie, and he has shown that he's washed in recent years. And along with allegations that he fucked Diddy, these last 3 years have not been nice to him. So far, these beefs have been between two rappers. But this next beef was one a rapper had with a streaming service. Sounds retarded, but let me explain. So NBA YoungBoy was apparently mad at Apple Music because they kept blackballing his new releases and not showing any of his songs on the latest songs tab. The new releases didn't show any of his projects either. He thought this was their way of trying to silence him. He did end up being retarded though, because his new releases were lower than the ones being shown. And they did eventually start showing his releases. So this beef was pointless. Next is a beef between two YouTubers who also happen to be rappers. Breezy vs Miles. So to understand how this beef started, let me explain some Breezy lore real quick. He loves to glaze Sabrina Carpenter on his channel and finds her very attractive. But Miles tried shooting his shot at her and got the name of one of her songs wrong. So Breezy dropped a diss track completely exposing this fact and saying that he never has a chance of getting with her. And Miles didn't respond. That's unexpected. Guess he was too busy dropping garbage to care. But this wasn't the first beef got involved in, cause he was also in a baffling feud with his brother Ma, who seemingly dissed him for no reason. And he spent no time clapping back, reminding him of all those times that he stole shit from him. It was strange. Trust me. Next is the crackhead beef nobody seemed to pay no mind to at the time. This beef was between Soulja Boy and Famous Dex, who had a heated discussion over who helped the other's career more and who put who on. This all happened on Instagram Live, where they threatened each other the next time they would meet. I'm glad no diss tracks came out of this beef, because both would have been basura. However, the same can't be said for his other beef. Now as for his beef with Bow Wow, the two were playing NBA 2K on the Xbox 360. Bow Wow beat Soulja Boy and he got mad, so he dissed him. That's it. He also insinuated a gay relationship between him and Omarion, which is funny as hell. Other than that, the rest of the song is him saying fuck Bow Wow. Pretty pathetic if you ask me. Now on to a more embarrassing beef between French Montana and Kendrick Lamar. Apparently Montana wanted to challenge how many hits Lamar actually had, so he claimed he had more when he didn't. This led to him getting absolutely embarrassed on the internet. Even one of the top meme creators of 2021, Ace Karova, made a video on this.
Montana. Bitch ass nigga. Listen, bro. Get out of your feelings. I'm only speaking from an artist standpoint. You do not have nowhere near more hits than Kendrick Lamar whatsoever. You probably won't ever have more hits than Buddy. So, get that out of your head. I don't know what you're taking, but get that out of your head. Second of all, I got off the phone with Savage. I told him I was coming to fuck with him in Atlanta for a few days. I supposed to get on the jet yesterday, and I supposed to get on the jet today, but I ain't make it. So that's why he put it up and said, I'm in the Hall of Cap. We don't got no smoke with each other. Pussy. Third of all, that's what I forget for even fucking with niggas like you. I wore that dress in your video just to show love and support, because I only put that dress on when it's real, when I feel like it's real love or what it's supposed to be. That's the only time I do that type of shit, because I thought it was love, but that's the thing is I get for fucking with pussy niggas like you. But it's okay. I know you smoke dope. I don't even get cool points in my hood or in no nigga hood for even talking to suckers like you. Like, I don't even talk to niggas like you, bro. Like, stay in your lane, I stay in my lane, bro. You ain't even on my level when it come down to getting no business handled or none of that. Like, you're a bitch, bro. I'm not finna argue with you on no internet. I'm not finna argue with no rap nigga on no internet, no none of that, because I know that's what the critics and the white people and the motherfucking society, I know that's what they want, nigga. That's what they get. This what they get a rush off. So I don't even want to have no problems. Not problems. I love problems. I don't even want to have no back and forth internet smoke with none of you pussies. Especially no nigga like you, bro. Like, this shit come with M's, bro. This shit come with baddest, bro. Like, you ain't gonna kill nothing and let nothing die.
And next we have an instance where another rapper thinks they can go against one of the most legendary rappers of all time. I am, of course, talking about the time when Lil Wayne had beef with Nas. The beef started because of Nas and Jay-Z's beef, where Lil Wayne took Jay's side because he wasn't gonna let Nas disrespect him. So he dropped a diss, and thank God the beef didn't go anywhere outside of that, because his career would have been packed up in seconds if Nas responded. Thankfully, they did squash the beef and drop a song together called Never Die. Same thing Nas and 21 Savage did with their song One Mic One Gun. Speaking of 21 Savage, the Atlanta rapper found himself getting into a feud with 22 Savage, a Louisiana rapper that shared similarities to him. He started the beef because, apparently, he believed that 21 stole his image when it was the other way around. Thankfully, 22 Savage now goes by Funny Mike and is a family channel now, so you don't have to worry about him committing more crime. And lastly, we have Lil Mabu vs XXL. So for context, on the 24th of June of last year, XXL announced their freshman list of rappers that they thought would take off the following year. The list consisted of rappers such as Rich Amiri, That Mexican OT, Big X The Plug, Huncho, Skilla Baby, Maya the Don and 4 Bats. And Mabu was mad that he didn't get picked as an XXL freshman, so he went after them on the song Bang Bang. And you know, even though they did put Cash Cobain's trash ass on the list, there actually was a reason as to why you didn't make it. You're just not good. Admit it. And those are the dumbest rap beefs that ever happened. If you have any more that I missed, make sure to comment them below. And until next time, I'm out. Peace.